Welcome back to That Adventure Couple. Today's adventure is on the beautiful island of Langkawi, Malaysia.
This morning we are taking a guided tour through the mangrove at the Kilim Geoforest, and this is one of the biggest attractions to do while you're in Langkawi.
The tours at the Geoforest last about half a day. You'll take riverboats through the mangroves, making several stops along the way for various activities. If you're interested in taking one of these tours, we'll put a link for the tour in the description of the video.
The first stop on our mangrove tour is the Bat Cave. Unfortunately, I don't think it's where Batman's headquarters are, but hopefully we'll see a lot of bats. Hello there, monkey.
The Bat Cave was pretty cool. It's a short walk through, but it only costs 2 ringgit, which is like 40 cents, so it's worth doing for sure, especially if you've never seen bats in the wild before. We did feel pretty bad about disturbing the bats while they were trying to sleep. You're supposed to be really quiet and not shine your flashlight directly at the bats, but some people on the tours aren't as courteous. Kilim Karst is one of 4 parks on Langkawi that make up the UNESCO Global Geopark. Langkawi is said to be one of the oldest places in Southeast Asia, with limestone formations dating back over 500 million years. The next stop on our tour was the floating restaurant, where we stopped for lunch. The restaurant has several pens containing fish and various marine life, and your guide goes through and tells you about each different kind, so you can learn about all the different species that they have here in the river. We felt pretty bad for all the fish that were trapped here in these nets, but then they told us that these are actually the fish that they serve at the restaurant, so at least they're not just trapped here so tourists can look at them.
You can see the water. His name I call him Ali, the big one.
The meals that you get on the tour are not a lot of food, so you might bring a snack.
After lunch, it was back to exploring the park. They even drive the tour boats through some of the limestone caves. There's a lot of tour groups out at any given time, but the river is large enough that it doesn't seem overcrowded. That is, until you run into a boat going the other way through a cave, and that's when I had to save us from crashing into the other boat. There was an island that was full of monkeys, and we stopped to watch them play around for a while, but apparently I didn't film any of that, so I guess I was just living in the moment. Next up was the area of the park where the eagles come to feed. You can see a few different kinds of eagles in Langkawi. The most common are the reddish-brown ones, also known as Brahmini kites. These have become the symbol for the islands, and actually where Langkawi gets its name. Where the river meets the ocean, we left the mangrove forest to make one final stop.
Our tour stopped at Tanjung Ru Beach, giving us an hour to just hang out on the beach and swim and whatnot. And it's really pretty here, so I would recommend this one if you're looking for a beach day on Langkawi. Tanjung Ru Beach is really pretty. This has been our favorite beach on the island. The water here is really warm and it was a lot clearer than the other beaches.
After our beach time, we headed back to where the tour began. We really enjoyed our time at the Kilim Karst Geopark. We hope you enjoyed our tour, and if you'd like to go on one yourself, we put a link for these in the description of the video. Please like and subscribe so you can keep up with all of our adventures.